Hey there, and welcome back to Daily Challenges, an educational monster train series where we try to push score on the daily leaderboards. I've gotta be real, some of the comments I get on this series are absolutely savage, and it's really entertaining. I'm not upset about it because the people who are making these comments are not wrong. This past episode, I had a number 12 score. So not a bad placement. I went up to 400 Pact Shards, but I was chasing an Impish Scholar Infinite that never showed up. And the funny thing about it is that there's this one comment that really stood out to me about how slow the line that I was playing was. I believe, if memory serves, it was a Shard Soul Carver infused into a Bogfly Chrysalis with Endless, but I had Railhammer as survivability. The crazy thing about this is when I'm thinking about 400 Pact Shards, what am I thinking? I'm thinking horrifyingly terrible combats. I'm worried I'm gonna die is the problem. So I'm not thinking about speed. But this person was absolutely correct. I was not playing a fast line. Endless Egg is not fast. It's consistent and it will get there, but it's not going to go quick enough to get a highest score on a leaderboard. What ultimately was the plan that people were using to get those high scores were, and this is crazy, they were using Return Soul to connect with a Spell Chain -2, -1 battering ram and an Echo Seedling in order to create multiple copies on turn 1. And were just, I suppose, hoping to draw all the pieces on turn 1 because they did not have the intrinsics or any guarantee that they'd see them. So, and then they would use like a rail beater infusion, right, in order to get just enough armor to put you ahead. Absolutely ridiculous. If you think about it and you run the math, it does actually get there, assuming you draw all the pieces. But this floor just straight up passes away if you don't see those pieces. The other crazy thing about this, while you start with the battering ram, it's really difficult for me to imagine how you actually beat I mean, I guess you beat the combats by just battering ramming everything to death, but it's difficult to imagine playing through the entire run that way. It's one of those things where it's a very daily challenge specific strategy that doesn't work anywhere else, and therefore I almost can't visualize it. This is definitely an area of inexperience for me in Monster Train, which is the daily challenges, right? This whole plan of maximizing score on Covenant 1 is very strange. Some of it makes sense, right? If I can play a very fast Apex Imp run or something, whatever, those things, they're straightforward. I understand how that goes. But the idea of basically just funneling upfront armor and then slamming just 12 battering rams into the Divinity on turn 1 is incredible. Like, that's crazy, but also, how are you beating 400 shard Seraph, right? Is the plan that you just draw this battering ram every turn and hopefully have enough power to push through the relentless? It's just, maybe you try to pre-relentless kill him, right? Maybe you actually go for him first, but what if you don't get him on the floor that you can do that with, right? What if he spawns bottom floor on like Diligent, right, and spawns an extra dude? That's 5 guys you got to push through. You're not killing him on turn 1 with that battering ram strategy. It's just very brittle is the thing that I'm always concerned about. And I'm so used to playing safe and being sure that I will be victorious, right? I'm planning around certainty. I don't want to gamble on draw orders or little bits of RNG that could ruin the run. That's the biggest challenge for me to overcome, is those sorts of full-on send-it gamble plans. And, some of the comments, they suggest that this should be like obvious, but it's not obvious at all, not a chance. And maybe this comes from where people are playing the run the first time through and then resetting the run and then playing for score. It's one of those things where if I knew the entire run ahead of time and I knew that Seraph is going to spawn on top floor this time, I can finish him. And if I remove enough cards, I could draw these things in the right order. And there's ways you could do it, but very difficult. Very, very difficult to do blindly going your first time through. So it's interesting. It's an interesting challenge, all things considered. Anyway, that's enough rambling. I've already talked about previous episode. What do we have today? This one looks incredibly fun, and I'm very excited for it, so I'm glad about that. We're Soul Guard with Plink, which is fine. Our modifiers are #blessed, so we gain random artifacts after every battle. This is actually my favorite mutator. It's just fun drafting a bunch of relics and just getting all that free stuff. Really entertaining. You're just like, haha, and I'm powerful. We have one track mind, which is definitely downside. We don't get to make terribly many decisions, but given the scores that I'm seeing on the right, I have to imagine that there's some kind of turn one crazy speed thing with spell weakness, maybe? I don't know. It's almost always spell weakness when you've got Stygian like this, so there's that to consider, but we don't know. Maybe it's something else. But we also have Sacrificial. Now, Sacrificial is normally pretty bad, but there's a few things that mitigate this. If we can find Titan Channel at any point in this run, then Titan Channel negates the Fragile. It cannot gain Fragile on its first play. So that basically is free, right? It's a free modifier. Simultaneously, if we end up drafting Morsels, the Morsels can take this Fragile, and therefore our other units don't suffer it. But the truth is, if I can get Titan Channel, then my whole line, if I play it on turn one, is basically fine. So, a Titan Channel and a 1 Siren Floor is easy mode. It does negate things like Shark, but I think similar to what I described before, Titan Sentry is a bit slow for this, right? And also, Divinity waves are not very wide. Divinity is really weak at Covenant 1, it turns out. Just like shockingly weak. This is something I consistently forget about. Seraph is also consistently terrible weak at this point too. It's the earlier combats and then Relentless with Seraph that's actually difficult, but the rest of it's pretty mild, even at high shards. So this should be a very fun and straightforward run. Now, getting the high score will be fairly difficult, I imagine. Getting 88k, this person jumped 6k here, which is absolutely crazy. So that's something to think about. It's a 6k jump from number 1 to number 2. That's just a big jump. This person figured out some trick that I think everyone else is going to have missed. I don't know. We'll see. I'll be interested in seeing what that is at the end there. I don't think we're getting that high. In general, I would be surprised if I've come to the point where I don't really think I'm going to get top 10, even though I'm going to try. It's difficult to pull off. And a lot of these players who have these high scores have been doing these daily challenges like this for years. I think this is maybe my 10th daily challenge ever played, or something like that. How many episodes have I made of this series so far? It's basically that plus maybe 2. I don't ever think I've ever played dailies before starting this series in earnest. So yeah, we're all learning here. Yeah, I don't think I have much else to say, so as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's see what the heck this is today. Give me Titan Channel or give me death. Let's go. Alright, hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing just fine. Nothing too terribly exciting to report. I keep forgetting how small decks are in Covenant 1, good grief. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fewer cards, 2 fewer starters of each type, and then no dead weights. Crazy. Anyway, yeah, I'm doing okay. I've been... How do I say this? I know that some of my D&D players are periodic listeners to my videos, so I must be obfuscated. I've been working on a surprise boss for my D&D campaign that I didn't expect I'd have to prepare because I didn't think the players would go to a zone where they are. And they're kind of, this boss, this enemy is kind of just doing its own thing in the middle of nowhere squared, and you know, it's pretty nasty. I think it's pretty objectively evil. So maybe they want to solve it. I don't know, but they're not really. This enemy is not really pursuing things beyond their realm, and what that means is that if they just kind of had never come here, they never would have encountered this, and that's what I was expecting. So now I'm preparing a whole zone, and it's been just like 3 days of nonstop prep work, but it's all good. It's all good. I'm having fun, enjoying it, looking forward to seeing what they run into. So anyway, today we are Exile Stygian, Exile Umbra. We have Double Barrel Daedalus, Spell Shield Fell, Sap Seraph, nothing spicy here. Mollusk Mage, Space Prism, Guardian's Amulet. Mollusk Mage is going to be important. It's magic power. I can do some real damage with planks with that. I don't know if it's going to be important for the end game, but it's going to be important for now. Space Prism is fine, I guess. Guardian's Amulet, fine. These might get removed or something, but we'll see. We have those modifiers we talked about. I'm not going over them again. Remember, this is a daily, so we're taking literally every Pact Shard the game gives us. I'm taking temples. They are on 4, 5, 6, 7. So quad temples, nothing too terribly exciting there. We have a dupe on ring 8 on the steel side, no vortex there, it's fine. Another dupe with horde on 7, competes with the magic shop, no steel. Magic shop does have a vortex though. Another hellvent on 6, so we have a third one in 3 rings with a cave competing with a trinket shop. So no steel or magic on ring 6. Yikes. If this were Covenant 25, that no gen would be pretty spicy. But I think it'll be totally fine here. Because remember, we don't get to pick where we go. So why am I even going over this? Mostly so we know what's coming up. Ring 5, we have magic and steel shop. Steel shop is better with a vortex, but magic has a cave. Hellvent, removal dupe actually on ring 4. 4th dupe on this run. Again, no shops on ring 4, so we're going to get double everything on the early game, and we do. Double steel, double magic. Crazy. Ring 4 does have a Stygian banner on the horde side, but crazy how we've gotten no steel, no magic on 2 mid-run rings, right? That happened on ring 6 and ring 4. It's so unlikely for this to happen. This is actually really bad if we were playing a normal run of Monster Train. We'd basically be banking on these early shops doing literally anything for us, or we'd lose. So, but of course this is a daily, it's Covenant 1, it's very different. It's probably going to be very easy. And plus we get a relic after every single combat, which is ridiculous. Anyway, early game Steel Shop has a Stygian banner. Ring 3, Steel Shop has an Umbra banner. Not a lot of banner selection either. Kind of a spicy run. Let's look at the Horde. Chain of Gems, Split Anvil. Huh. Split Anvil makes Guardian's Amulet give everything, make everything free. How do I feel about that? Chain of Gems might be really good if I don't end up on Titan Channel. This is tough. I think we're going to take Split Anvil because there's an upside here that I need to, that's tangible. And I think if I do not see Titan Channel, I can go in a little bit on morsels to try to avoid this situation. I'm going to go Split Anvil. It's risky, but I think it's right. Let's look at the Forge. Okay, we do see Titan Channel. Thank goodness. We clicked that. Incredible. I'm going to go for this Horde. First Hell Pack. Totem Fragment is solid. This will give us tools to solve this. What we can do is we can do Soul Guard bottom floor and then Mollusk Mage just top floor, and then they just Totem Fragment things to Oblivion. First Hell Pact, however, opens up Awoken Railspike Infinite if we hit it on an event. Bold. I'm going to take the first Hell Pact, actually. Believe it or not, I think this is the potential high roll. I mean, Improved Firebox is also very good, right? If I see like an intrinsic X cost, I can do some serious business there. I think Totem Fragment is maybe the safe play. This is maybe what I take if I were playing Covenant 25. I need to be thinking about possible winning fast. I'm going to take the Hell Pact. This is Umbra as well, so Hell Pact is really strong, right? Think about it, like every single X cost here is nuts. Take every trial. There is no question. You must take every trial. Okay. We get Soul Guard. See, he comes down, but he doesn't get that fragile because he can't get it, which is pretty neat. I'm going to put this Train Steward upstairs to collect a Oh, interesting. He doesn't even qualify for it. He doesn't eat it up at all. Huh. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and hit that foregone power downstairs. I'm looking to finish these enemies off. I would like to Mollusk Mage middle floor, and then we're going to double Plink here. Yeah. Absolutely. And then we go, I mean, this is as simple as you play the Excavator down here, and then when we drop foregone power, he activates. So we basically just want to make sure he does not die, right? The damage doesn't matter here. So we just go ahead and drop this, and he's gonna... Oh, that's a bummer. They all died to... They died to spikes. That's funny. That's okay. It's okay. I'm going to go ahead and drop the Mollusk Mage down here, and then toss 2 Train Stewards in the back, and then finish the guy on middle, just in case. We should win this no problem, right? Yeah, we do. It's actually fine. Cool. Great work. Alright, we get through Ring 1. No complexities. We get everything. Commemorative Spike is a bad relic. But is it good here? Should I take it anyway? Does it eat the fragile? I actually have no idea if this interacts with sacrificial in a useful way. Because what I've just realized is that it's not behaving how I thought it did. I thought Soulguard would take the fragile, but it means that he's not. What's the wording on this? Summoned each turn. Well, it does summon something. Alright, we'll take this Rail Spike. It's fine. Is it just Titan's Gratitude because of big damage? I don't think I need the Flash Freeze. This is another case of, on Covenant 25, I always take Flash Freeze, but it's a bit slow. I can plus 30 and do all sorts of disgusting stuff to a Titan's Gratitude. It's fine. Sure, we'll take this. It takes magic power really well. Mind Collapse is really strong, though. Let's be honest here. It is... One, it is first Hell Pact viable, which is great. I could take Morsels. I could. Where am I going? I don't even know if I'm getting a banner unit here. That's the fun thing about one-track mind. Let's take Mind Collapse. I'm going to go for the Mind Collapse here. Where do we go today? Verdict is... Hey, I get to see a banner unit. Fantastic. Endless and plus 25. Gorgon is cool. He can remove the fragile if he doesn't die on turn 1. That seems fun. Let's click that. How am I feeling? We're going to take the money. What am I doing here? Endless, not a chance. Plus 25, not bad. Remember, I can't give him a large stone because I did take commemorative rail spike, so there's that. So a plus 25 is almost certainly necessary. I'm hoping that the commemorative spike actually does what it says on the tin and takes the first turn fragile. That will be important, in my opinion. Sure, Gorgon, pop out. What am I going to buy now? I can't give him this large stone. I could give him this battle stone. It's probably fine. It's not exciting, but it's something. Sure? Right? Sure? There's not much you can do with that guy, right? Do I remove stuff? No, we move on. I think we chill with our cash here. Alright, click every trial. Okay, we click every trial. Now, how do I get out of this? Let me see. Okay, look, it did get the fragile. That's fantastic news. So I think with this draw order, I can do Soulguard, Gorgon. Oh, this is stupid of me. I should have played the Gorgon upstairs here. Yeah, no, I take damage for this, which is just dumb. Okay. Let's go back. Daily challenge. Round 2. Alright, so I should play... I have to win the fight on bottom. We should be able to beat this with Soulguard, right? He should win this, I think. It's only 25 shards right now. So then we will go Gorgon upstairs. He will eat this. We plink once, and then he chows down on this stuff. Okay. That seems fine. So I have them on separate floors now. I need to not take this damage. So we do that with what? Mollusk Mage, Train Steward, and then they have 4 attacks. Okay, so Mollusk Mage, Train Steward, Incant, and we clear top floor. Okay, so we've avoided any permanent damage here. I do need to, like, actually keep my guy among the living, though. I think if I pop the man in the back, we should be okay, right? Can do this for free. Yeah, okay, he's gone. And then I need to actually pop out Soul Guard here. So, Space Prism, Plink, Guardian's Amulet, that will do it. That will do it. Alright, so let's plan on just winning on bottom floor. Just W here. It should be fine. Okay, no, actually, we just don't do it then. Okay. Literally drawing all 3 Train Stewards on this turn. Fantastic news. So, we definitely don't do it on this floor. Back out. I need to be more aggressive on Soul Guard's floor? Okay. This is another thing that changes a lot from playing the game normally versus actual... I wonder if I go Eel Gorgon on bottom. No, it doesn't work because I don't kill the floor. We're always going to be plinking upstairs. So, yeah. And like, let me finish my thought. The reason why this is so different is because I'm trying very aggressively to bottom floor play here in order to get that kill. We're trying to optimize score a bit. So you have this challenge where normally I would not do this. Normally I would just go Soul Guard, Eel Gorgon, cruise upstairs, feed Eel Gorgon the miner, and then just win, right? It's very simple, but top floor is way too slow of a kill here. So I think Soul Guard should win this combat, but I think I have to Eel Gorgon up top to get enough kills. I only need to hit once, but the problem is Soul Guard doesn't ever get that first hit, so I think it has to be Gorgon upstairs. I have to plink up here. Okay. Can take some stats here, I suppose. None of this really matters all that much. Now, I do need to avoid this damage coming in to the pyre. Of course, I played all these units out to protect them, but it doesn't actually do anything for me. So, how do I approach this? I do think I need to do something similar here, where I play it like this. I have to foregone power upstairs. Okay, so I did this a little differently by not playing the curse. That gets me one additional incant downstairs that potentially matters, right? Okay, I do want to play Mollusk Mage. We're going to play out everything as before. We clear top floor. I incant 3 here. Alright, fine. Now I should draw the 1 spell. I do draw 1 spell here. Is this enough to win this combat? It is, unbelievably. Okay. This is a great example because at 25 shards at Covenant 25, this last night absolutely beats me here. I'm surprised we managed to pull this off, actually. This guy, I guess, doesn't get rage at this level? Crazy, actually. Anyway, we get a perfect on this. Fantastic. Yes, give me jack strips. Mollusk Mage again, Flash Freeze, Crystallis. I don't think I need this stuff, right? Crystallis is not bad, but I can think of better things. I don't need another Mollusk Mage. Alright, skip that. Perils of Production. I could play into this. Immortal Trade? Perils is doable. In kind of a... well, it's kind of weird. I don't have a great target for it because I have Eel Gorgon, right? So, Immortal Trade is doable. Yeah, it's doable. I don't know how to feel about any of these cards. I think Immortal Trade might be correct. It's good for Relentless. Maybe I take it? I need to get out of the mindset of winning Covenant 25 runs. Can we... I think Immortal Trade is still necessary to win Relentless on Daedalus here, so we'll take that. What do I get? Divine Artifact. Divine Advanced Prototype is pretty killer good. I'd love 25 gold, but more than anything, I think Divine Advanced Prototype free wins this combat in a meaningful way. So we'll take that. Now I end up going here to the right. Sure. I see a magic shop. Permafrost. Okay. Plus 10. -1. I did take this split anvil. Let's go ahead and hoard. What do I get from the hoard? Rules of Containment. Forgotten Name is probably it. I guess. It's not fantastic, but it's okay. Worn Grindstone, it's not that, right? I mean, I guess Worn Grindstone does help the Gorgon quite a bit, but... I don't know, it's tough. None of this is terribly impactful. Forgotten Name. Is it Forgotten Name? Probably, right? Makes the Plinks better, Titan's Gratitude benefits. It's not a lot, but it's something. Sure. Magic shop. Now, what do I want to get out of this? I want to get like a... Once I see a temple, I want to get like plus 30 and 10 in piercing. Noting that I didn't see any spell weakness there, which isn't... I didn't see any energy siphons. So, kind of an interesting situation. How do I go 88k fast here? It's tough. I think we want to cut random garbage out. Like drop a foregone. I think maybe aggressive removals are correct. Do I ever upgrade Plink, like, unironically? In the sense of, like, give it a plus 10 or something? I don't think so, no. I think ideally we cut everything and just play this Titan's Gratitude duped 4 times, but I guess it's going to depend a bit on where we end up going. I don't know. It's hard to say, because I can't decide if I want to go to those dupes or not, right? Save every slot on the Titan's Gratitude for sure. Alright, I don't really know if I need any of this stuff. Do I have an X5 if I see that? I do not. Is it possible for me to get an X5? I have no temple upgrades present. I suppose I'll re-roll this. I mean, what do I see? Holdover? What's the holdover, right? What am I holding over on this run? Nothing? I guess it would 20 consume a Plink, maybe. I would hold over, I guess, a Guardian's Amulet because... Or maybe Mind Collapse, because I can play it at any Ember cost, and then make everything free. I don't know how to feel about this. Let's go ahead and look at the cave first. It's all weird stuff. Okay, Old Magic. Old Magic is good. Rage Sap. So... I could see Rage Buff, is what this is saying. I could see Rage Buff, or I could see Sap Frostbite, potentially. It's a winning line. Sap damage is pretty good too. It's just a good punch. Do damage numbers. Sap damage is probably where I'm leaning here. Gaining damage isn't bad, but the Eelgorgon isn't doing anything for me, so I think it is Sap. Sap damage, yeah. I like Sap damage a lot. It's a good damage spell. Ascend, Descend. Curious. It's probably Descend here, because I could use this on Divinity freely, but I could also use this to keep things from going crazy on me. Nothing really gets the pyre if I zap it like this. Alright, sure. Now this one definitely deserves a -1, I think. That's solid. Would I hold this over? I mean, it wins the run. In terms of... It wins Relentless at SAP 3. Sure. Yeah, I'll make a -1 here. I'm going to re-roll this, I think. Yeah, holdover. This is good. It's good. Does a lot of damage. It hits a guy pretty hard. Is there a better play? Maybe like Titan's Gratitude, and then I play... I don't know how to feel. Maybe this is good. And then I play it with both Mollusk Mages for... What is that? 10, 125 damage? I mean, that's not really clearing out... That's not doing a lot of work, right? Yet. I need a plus 30 on this or something. Let's 20 consume a Plink. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and, I don't know, -1 something maybe. Holdover could also go into, like I said, Guardian's Amulet or Mind Collapse, but I kind of really like this just shoot. It's just a really good gun, right? And the sap here is high value. I guess a Guardian's Amulet is also holdover sap, right? It's less. It's a lower number is the thing. Sap is low, though. It's good for Relentless in a pinch. It might matter for now. I think doing 30 damage might be the bigger play. Let's go ahead and do the one that does damage here. Okay, we'll do that. -1. I don't know what I want this to have. I guess I could make Guardian's Amulet 2. That is still enough to make everything else free. Sure, alright, we'll do that. I could buy removals. Maybe cut a foregone power and try to be more aggressive here. It might be good. We'll drop 1 foregone power here. That might be a little too aggro, but we'll see. Alright, moving on. Okay. How do I beat Daedalus? I do not think it is a bottom floor play here. I think I need to somehow manage to get the kill on a higher floor. So let's go Soul Guard, Eel Gorgon here. We'll train Steward middle and chill. Alright. Jackstrips does a lot of heavy lifting here. Train Steward is solid. I do want to get the Mollusk Mage upstairs, I think. We're going to Space Prism here and play the other one. And then I'm going to play the other Train Steward, which pushes a lot of damage numbers through to the boss here. Okay, good. I wish to plink. Fantastic. I wish to plink again. Then I'm going to... Oh no, if I descend him... It's okay, right? We can do 100 damage here. I can plink downstairs. It's not ideal, but it's enough. We'll get a morsel up top. I shoot the boss here. And then everything is cleared otherwise. So, okay. We'll take the magic power. It doesn't matter. Every single floor is empty now. So wherever he goes, I think he hopefully should die. We're going to pop Mind Collapse in front, which should push... big damage numbers. Can't descend my floor together. No, I missed pre-relentless? Yeah, I missed pre-relentless. Okay, alright, we get the... Dang, so if I had picked Ascend, I get it, right? If I had picked Ascend, we absolutely get it. So I could have created a super floor and murdered him early. Yeah, no, you're right, you're right. Ascend would have gotten this pre-relentless on Daedalus here. I don't think we could have pulled it off otherwise. Let's try again. We get the, we get the kind of the ideal play. No, oops, wrong one. We get no damage taken. Fantastic. And we get bottom floor relentless kill, which is, I mean, that's pretty darn good. Okay, we'll take it. We will take it. I do want to play this Train Steward. I do want to put Soul Guard down. I think it's important. Maybe the mollusk mages were not correct? Maybe. Interesting. I wonder if that's the case. Interesting, interesting. Possibly. Maybe I can clear this whole floor and really build up something silly here. I'm just trying to think if there's a neat trick I can do, right? Because we do get the double plinks here, which is nice, right? I could put down a train steward here, even though it's fragile, it does a chunk. I could potentially, honestly, I should just drop him down and then blast him, right? I guess I could have pushed an additional 45 there if I had done... Yeah, interesting. I could have pushed an additional 45 there. If I shoot the bomb, we do successfully... Yeah, okay, so if I shoot the bomb, I do manage to get what I'm looking for. Okay, so I think he goes upstairs here, right? No, he doesn't. So here's the plan. I bring him downstairs. I pop in the back. I get to play all of these cards. 90 damage. We still, again, still win down here. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna have to accept it, right? I think so. It's a bottom floor kill. It could be worse. Okay. I could have gotten it, though. Collect the Tempered Talisman. Great. Deep Offering. Forever Consumed is pretty decent. It's a free 90 damage hit. That's actually really solid with the first Hell Pact here. Pretty good. It's this flexible 0-cost 90 damage card. Deep Offering is a possible infinite, maybe. A lot of things. I mean, Deep Offering could be an infinite. There's a lot of ways this could work. We have a lot of relics we'll see. I like the Forever Consumed here with the first Hell Pact, though. Okay, I'm going to take the Siren of the Sea, because if I see Founding Seal at any point, this goes mad with power on our friend Eelgorgon. So let's do it. Draw cards. It's not space. It's not Ember, I don't think. We'll take draw. Yeah, okay, fine. Alright, where do we end up? We end up going right. We get the removal dupe. Spell Chain. I mean, Spell Chain Forever Consumed is just casually pushing 90, 60, 150. It's pretty awesome. That's pretty good. We'll do that. I'm going to purge what? Honestly, any of my bad spells. So Foregone Power can go, I think. It's fine. I'm going to take Infusions while I can. It's going to be Siren of the Sea into Gorgon for sure. That's the first one we do. I'm going to go ahead, and we're going to do Titan Channel 2 because I think it's correct. Make him bigger. We get to remove some trash, so I want to improve my draws. Train Stewards do go away, but they're not spells, right? I don't want to draw them when I have incants. The dupe here is Forever Consumed. This is just a very powerful pickup. Even though it's not fully upgraded, it's super correct to have more of those. I'm looking to push big numbers here. I'm thinking maybe eventually we give up on Soul Guard and we play double Gorgons upstairs. Ooh, that's a spicy trial. Heaven Seal. Eelgorgon can go fast, right? Eelgorgon can go remarkably fast, so I like it. We play bottom floor, I think, here. Yes. It's good. Plink. I'll take it. Sure. Incredible work. I'm going to shoot the guy in the back here, and then we big spell. Yeah, that's a really good spell chain Forever Consumed. Let's be honest here. I blast here. Fantastic. I get 3 Ember costs, can make it free, so let's focus on Mind Collapse upstairs. It's good. Makes these things free. Then we blast this guy, who's going to get shot. And I use this as an incant. Fine. Good. I get a Mollusk Mage on this floor, which should also help. I guess I'm gonna... I could have sacrificed this Train Steward first, perhaps, but fine. I shoot in front. I'm going to Titan's Gratitude here and get rid of this Train Steward on some other floor. Fine. Yeah, this seems promising, right? Just completely Shadow Realm enemies at this point. We just play a bunch of spell chain stuff. Blast everything. They all benefit from Forgotten Name and everything else. I guess I'm going to go ahead and shoot one of my own guys to hold on to this old magic. Seems good. The rest of these incants don't... Well, like, they kind of matter, right? I mean, they help Mr. Siren of the Sea infusion, so it's fine. Sure. I could play that Forever Consumed in order to get... Yeah, it's interesting. I can actually do that. And then we just send this and it makes all of them free, which is kind of cool. We do a lot of spell damage, actually. We're pretty fast. I like this. This is looking good. I get Titan's Claws. Maybe that'll do something. Sure. Precious Plating. Sure. I could be selling these, which is an interesting idea. I'm thinking we're going to do a self-infused Mollusk Mage at some point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Shouldn't have removed those Train Stewards, should I? It's a shame. Let's go ahead and toss in, what, like Cuddle Hex, I think, is a fine pickup. Yeah, that was a mistake on my part to remove those units. I needed them for infusions, so that's a bit of a bummer. Gem Trove, a little expensive. Excavation Eruptions, maybe fine. I don't want it. Focus on what we have. Okay, where do we end up? We end up going left. Temple says another spell chain and another purge. Well, this purge I think is going to go on to, geez, I don't know, the other foregone power, I guess. Sure. It's not a bad card to have, but I don't want it really. We are going to do self-infused Mollusk Mage here. I'm going to do that. We're going to spell chain something. It might just be spell chain on the Titan's Gratitude, potentially. Sure. I think that's fine. Go fast. Now, these removals are what? Good question. Maybe the Immortal trade goes at this point. Maybe a Space Prism goes. Space Prism's not terrible. I can fit 6 base of units. I can get an extra Gorgon, right? Gorgon is fine with this. I could just remove the foregone power I have. I'm going to drop this Immortal trade, I think. It's not bad. It's not bad is the thing. I don't know what to remove there. What do I get from this upgrade situation? I guess I'll put a plus 25 in Mollusk Mage. That seems reasonable. I could give him an Endless if I'm that spiced out by it, but let's just look for another plus 25 and chill. As long as I can get him to not eat the Fragile, we should be okay. Cuddle Hex lets me hold on to cards and plays nice into the Titan's Claws. I like the Immortal trait. I might just remove this foregone power after I've already done this. I'm at a point where my cards are pretty decent. I guess I could cut Plinks, but you need to remember I have 2 slots here, so I have what, 4 slots available? 1, 2, and then 3. Oh, 4, 5 on Mind Collapse. Okay, so I'm okay then. So I can just drop Plinks. Yes. Okay. Alright, fine. We're gonna chill on everything else and move on. I think we're pretty well optimized here. Take the trial, we slam it. I think I'm pretty much able to get these kills very rapidly. Right? Yes, I can play a Train Steward upstairs, which would be fine. Then I'm just gonna blow up bottom floor in a big way, which is cool. Great. Fine. That man is going to pass away, and I'm not really afraid of it. I can play this immortal trait here in kind of an interesting fashion, which is cool. And then we forever consume 1 here. And we clear this floor. I can forever consume 2 up top. And then I can get the money, which is good. And then we incant down here anyway. See, because he removes the Ember Drain, so it's kind of a free heal, right? Which is neat. We get... How much can I do? 18 plus 5. So... I'm guaranteed to kill this guy in back. Fantastic. Huddle Hex, and then we'll take Mollusk Mage, and then we're guaranteed to get this kill in the back, although I guess I could Plink first. Hey, it worked. Alright. Then we go kill that man in the back, and... We lose Cuddle Hex, but I'm not upset about it. He dies to spikes. It's kind of fine. So, and then it becomes free, which is fun. So, at this point, all of my Ember goes into this Titan's Gratitude, so I can just pump numbers here, I think. Yeah, there's no reason to do anything else. Cool, we just blast it. Right? It's fine. I don't actually care that much here. And then I leave in the spell chain copy. Okay, well, none of these cards do anything here, so I think we kind of hang out. I guess I could just incant? Yeah, sure, just incant. Alright, fine. It is health in the back. I may as well grab it. Okay, fine. Then I can Immortal Trade is free, right? It's actually fine. He removes all that. Okay, cool. Now here, we should easy win this. We do. We have no problems. Let's go ahead and drop 3 Coster here. Great news. Blow it up. Great job. Full send. Fine. Alright. Bunch of rounds, but the guy doesn't stand a chance to the Gorgon. Alright, we get the bottom floor. No problem. No damage taken. Sure. Cool. I'm definitely not benefiting from Fossilized Fangs. This is for sure just worth $25 to me. Alright. Glacial Seal. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Emberforge is not a terrible idea. Cave-In is tempting. Maybe, kind of. Not really. How do I feel about Engine Upgrade? I kind of don't care. I'm going to skip that. It's fine. Alright. This is a weird run, but I'm not mad about it. Guild Marker is cool. Refined Void is not bad, but Guild Marker is cooler, I think. Do our infusions. We get another Spell Chain. Intrinsic, I mean, at this point, the Intrinsic is just, I don't know. Maybe I see a Lightstone casing. I should wait until I see what's in this trinket shop. Cuddlebeard. No. Winged Technology? I can think of worse, right? I can think of worse stuff than Winged Technology. It makes the opening, what is it, Commemorative Spike a little more attractive. I think I'm just going to skip that and re-roll. Hammered Chest Plates, Hell's Banners, get some Ember out of it. I'm not generating enough units for this to really matter. Alright. In that case, we get another Spell Chain, which is weird but fine. I'll put it into Mind Collapse here, sure. The Intrinsic, I mean, I guess this is... Guardian's Amulet, maybe? I know what you're thinking, Space Prism, but I don't need this, right? It's not that important. Guardian's Amulet might help more. Although it's not going to be playable, right? Because the guy costs 2 Ember, so... Maybe I just play it safe. I just take this Forever Consume, get 1. I need to make sure I have these slots available in case I roll into a 10 piercing and a plus 30, which I would rather going into Forever Consumed over other stuff. So, with that in mind, let's just start with the Space Prism being this, right? We'll do the Impact. I'm going to do Glacial Seal in the Cuddle Hex here. Which is cool. I could do Mr. Train Stewards and then cut them, finally. I'm actually just going to do that. Let's do Train Steward and a Train Steward here, get them out of here. And then we will simply pay the funds to remove the Train Stewards, which I think is an improvement. Now, if I can just spend every turn slamming these Forever Consumed, and I eventually get like a 10 in piercing and a plus 30, I think I'll feel pretty good about this run. You know, it's interesting. I can actually look ahead and see the path we end up on. So I do see another dupe. Interesting. Alright, we've done as much as I think we need to. I have 15 cards in this deck. There's really not a lot of stuff going on. We just click cards and win at this point. None of these upgrades matter, although I could have gotten, you know, 5 health or something, but whatever. It's fine. Now, am I going to be able to pre-relentless this boss? Very possibly, right? Let's try for a little more aggro of an approach here. Let's go Gorgon, Soul Guard, send it, and then just try to push numbers. It's possible I could get this, right? Because we have jack strips and things helping out. Now, of course, problem being I drop him off the floor, which is really just peak video game. Like, I did a great job planning this out, didn't I? But let's work on getting rid of this thing in front here, which we will actually be able to push through. It's a pretty good turn. 400 damage on this turn is nice. I like it. Okay. Let's keep shooting the boss, I think, is the plan here. I do want to get Mollusk Mage in. Yes. And then I can play the Forever Consumed, which makes other stuff free. The reason I want to do this is I can Cuddle Hex the Glacial Seal here. I hate this upcoming floor. Getting rid of that spell chain, rather that spell shield, is actually very useful to me. We freeze here. Okay, didn't come upstairs. It's okay. Our first action is zap the boss some more. I want to play this at 3 Ember to make everything else free. Yep, it's good. We'll do it. I finally get Glacial Seal down. Cool. And then we get to play a whole bunch of stuff. Prioritize the Mollusk Mage here. Is it possible I could... I don't think I can ever punch these 7 damage shields, so I think we just go for the incant. Although, again, I'm bummed out by Clipped Reflector. It's like, good grief. Not a huge fan. We get to freeze this, which becomes free. Now you come upstairs one last time. Now, how do I actually get this kill on you here? How do I get this murder? I can push something out of the way, which actually is fantastic. Let's do that first. Just send it, right? Just get rid of you. And then I think we can potentially pop you. Play it at 3, which makes everything free, and then we can pop in the front. Our goal here, remember, is to push numbers. Play Big Titan's Gratitude, and then Guardian's Amulet. Man, we come close. I might be able to get this kill. Yeah, it's spicy. It is spicy. Okay. How I can win this combat. How do I kill the boss in time? It's old magic lasts, so I can maybe benefit from the Forgotten Name. I think there's got to have been a way for me to have gotten that kill there, right? Maybe Gorgon in front, and then Soul Guard is more efficiently playing its cards, or its turn, rather. It's an interesting idea. Let's go ahead and just make stuff free here. Blast this. Generate some Ember. Seems cool. I'm a fan. I can still push some numbers into the boss here. I will do it if they let me. Blow a dude up. It's fine. I'm just going to keep incanting. Alright, maybe it's mid-floor play? Dang, we're so close. Alright, it's maybe mid-floor. I just need to think, I need to get lucky, right? And think through what that right angle is. So maybe it's middle. It might not be top. It could also potentially be bottom. Maybe not. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it's bottom. Let's go bottom floor. Let's try something real spicy here. Right? What an interesting idea. But maybe it is bottom. I don't know. Right? I'm not certain. Keep shooting the boss here. Get Mollusk Mage in. I do think it's important. We'll play the Immortal trade for sure. I need to simply spam a bunch of spells. Sure. We actually clear the floor. Great work. I need to make sure I don't take damage from this guy walking upstairs, huh? I can always pop him. If I incant one... Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3. I can do this. So play Glacial Seal first. Hold up, hold up. No, this works, right? Then I incant 1. Incant 2. Pop in the back. It doesn't matter, actually, right? I can do this in a different order, I think. Because of first Hell Pact, I always get this top kill. Alright, then let's keep doing it. Let's plink and pop. We're not pushing damage numbers is the thing. But I can always, the one nice thing about this, I can always bring her back to the floor, which is nice. So, I wonder. Yeah, I wonder. I can push a lot of damage numbers through here with just some decent RNG. That's pretty solid, right? A casual big 490 or something. And then we just keep loading up this boss with damage whenever physically possible. We're going to play this at 3 here, which should open up a lot for us. Just keep pushing damage numbers pretty much. I mean, at this point, maybe I can push mid-floor out. Alright, I mean, I actually pushed through the spell shields, which is nice. Alright, now we want to keep playing hard. I want to kill this guy in middle. It's very worth it. Good. Wait, forever consumed here. I think we do get the kill on this turn now, actually. Right? Yeah, we totally do. Great. In fact, it was actually simple. Just play bottom floor and we get the 2-turn pre-relentless. Okay. I'll take a Firestone Housing. That could be useful. Sure. Shroud Spike. Now we're cooking. I can do that with that. Maybe I can find another intrinsic. At worst, I remove this. It's fine. Just try it. Card draw? Card draw. Right, I think? Yeah. Sure. What a weird pickup. Ah, interesting. Give me a plus 30 or something, maybe? 10 in piercing? Yeah, okay. Forever consumed, now doing 100 for free on the first play. I'm going to do that and then immediately dupe that. Yep. Fantastic. Great. Advanced Prototype's a little late. Trader's Quill, sure. I'll take it, I guess. We get one last thing here, which is going to be Glacial Seal into Cuttle Hex. Alright. Another spell chain. Don't really know what I'm looking for here, but I guess it's probably Immortal trade. Just a better incant situation. Something. Okay, fine. It's not the... Never... I know what you're thinking. Why isn't it Shroud Spike? It's never this, I don't think. Because it's only useful if I draw it on turn 1, right? Is it ever Dire Channel? I don't think so, but maybe. Do 2 hits? No, it's not Dire Channel. It's... Is it? I'm incanting a lot, but more than... It doesn't matter is the thing. I think I'd rather be better for Relentless if we get there on this combat coming up. Sure. We get to dupe that card again, by the way, which is fantastic, and make a 4th Forever Consumed. Yeah, Heaven Seal is going to be spicy. Hopefully we draw decently. Looks promising. Ouch. Rude. Blow these things up. I think we actually... We do lose Ylgorgon on turn 1. Okay, well, how much do I worry about this? I probably should worry about this, right? That seems bad. That seems like something you don't want to happen, right? Yeah, probably not. Okay, so our guy is just immediately passing away. That's probably okay. Unfortunately, my man does get the... I'm gonna plink downstairs, I think, actually. Fantastic. Then we can play out Mollusk Mage, and he actually gets the health. I would like to not lose this combat, so we're going to get money here. I think I can... How do I want to approach this? It's an interesting question. I can spike, actually. Haha, behold. Spike is actually decent? Huh. Weird. Alright, sure. We pop one of these guys, and then we blow up the mid dude a whole bunch. And then we chill on that. Maybe this works, right? Maybe? Oh yeah, wait. No, it's Heaven Seal. That's a bummer. I have to actually kill you if I want to do a good job here. Okay. I have to actually kill you. Can I do that? Probably? Oh, definitely. Easy mode, actually. Alright, let's actually keep our dude alive. Maybe it matters? Blast the man. I guess he's not really getting a lot of value out of the lifesteal, huh? That probably wasn't correct. It doesn't really matter, though, because we pop these so easily, right? I just do a ton of damage here, and it's fine. But it is mildly concerning. We've given up our guy. I don't know if this is going to win this combat, but it might. It's actually pretty decent. You just blow up everything. Leave in spell chain copies and chill. I mean, if I just drop lifesteal into Soul Guard, he wins, right? I don't need Ember? Alright, yeah, we win this combat. Never mind. I don't know what I was worried about. I don't actually need Ember for anything. There's just no reason to click this. Just end turn and we're done. We have the victory. Bottom floor got everything, and we're cruising. Yeah, I didn't need the Gorgon, in fact. Just play bottom floor, win anyway. All good. Happily take Tethys' scales, of course. It's a little late for Ice Storm. Probably. Cuddle Hex again. Preserve. I could preserve into the Titan's Claws. I don't think so. We just skip here. It's fine. Void Binding. Prism Retrieval is... I mean, it draws a card. It's not terrible. I do have 4 units in this deck. Engine upgrade again. I'm just going to skip this. It's fine. I don't think those actually help me that much. We end up going to the right. I mean, this is just pure spell, right? It's all spells all the time. I'm only going to draft stuff that helps me kill and win. That's basically it. Now... I can and should put a +10 inside of Ylgorgon. I think that's worth it. But I guess we can look and see if we hit Founding Seal first. Faulty Loader seems important. Like, just genuinely, I think our turn 1s are really rough. And I think this helps. It clears a floor. We're going to re-roll this. Winged Steel, draw more cards. Yeah, that's fantastic. I honestly think Conscription Notice could be cool too, but I don't think it's needed. Based on that, I'm going to put a +10 in Eel Gorgon. And I think the dupe here is just one more time again the Forever Consumed, the big gun here. And I'm going to pay to remove... Where is it? Titan's Gratitude. This actually causes me more problems because I didn't end up seeing a magic shop or any way to reduce cost, no -2s. There were ways that this was going to be good, right? But we didn't see them. It's a little slower than just hitting the Forever Consumed more times. I think removing it improves our run by a lot. And I think we just go crazy here. And 290, save 860 health, 860 gold, and we move on. Okay, fine. I think we absolutely sandblast this. The question is just what floor we play on, and that's a really difficult question, but it's a fine question to ask, I think. I get Cuddle Hex on this turn, which is kind of neat, right? That's cool. I'll take him. Sure, bud. Get in there, champ. Let's shoot in the back. We're going to pop enemies. I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, plink. Sure, why not? Push numbers a little bit. Our goal is basically to fire everything and then bring Soulguard back. Now, unfortunately, this Morsel Miner is causing me some issue here. Right? Unfortunate. I want to make sure our buddy is chilling downstairs. He's going down, and you can't stop me. So the angle here is I... Guardian's Amulet here. I play the Immortal Trade because it's easy. I pop the weak Forever Consumed upstairs. Now, I could just shoot the boss a whole bunch, but I think it is correct to incant here a bit, and then I'm going to shoot the boss. I can at least use that to get rid of the Shroud, what is it called? The Shroud Spike. Ah, this is actually bad. I need him to... I have to self-ping my... Guys, I see what I have to do. Yes, okay. It's actually really bad because he's bouncing around to my miners. So I think bottom floor might not be the angle here. Something to consider. We may still get the really high quality insta-kill here. I'm going to just load some damage onto him here. He really is not that threatening. I think I definitely win if I play... This is, what, a 4 turn so far? We just pop guys. It's fine. We just load it up, pretty much. And then you, what, blast. And keep blasting. And we, what, can we win on this turn? Very likely. We almost get there. I think if I'm not getting the kill on this turn, I've done something wrong. Nope, not that button. Let's go back. I think because of the presence of him jumping to the miners, it is not correct to play on that floor. So let's go top here. And... let's kill our own miner on middle, as weird as that is. We get the Glacial Seal in. I am going to work on this floor a bit anyway, right? It's correct to do it. Oh, but this miner lives now. Gross. If he stays down here. Alright. Alright. The stupid miner. Commemorative Rail Spike hurting me even in this circumstance. It's provided enough value that I don't immediately hate it, but woof, it's not good. Alright, shoot the one in middle already. Okay. Do it. We're playing top floor here. We get Cuddle Hex. I pop one guy, but I want the miner on bottom floor to get killed. Let him die. Okay, now he has to come upstairs now. Okay. Great news. Now I can put Mollusk Mage in the floor. I can just shoot the guy in front, which pushes all of our damage numbers through to the boss. And then we play everything, right? Now we just play every single card into him. And we're pretty likely to get the kill. Not like this turn, but we're looking to try to get it by next turn, right? Next turn. So how do I do that? Is I want to pop mid-floor as much as I can. Yes. So we pop one. Great. Let's shoot one of these guys. Yeah, get rid of him. It's fine. I will continue to incant. Our goal is to basically murder this floor. Great. This floor is dead. Now I get to prioritize pushing numbers into the boss, which is free, actually. It is just free damage. I'm going to save this Forever Consumed for next turn, because he comes upstairs, which will spell his doom. We're going to Old Magic in front, which gets rid of the space here. Yeah. Alright, here we go. 180. I think we get the kill on this turn here. We just full send on every single one of these spells, and yeah, he's dead. Cool. This is what I was expecting. It was just a question of which one were we going to get, right? Yeah, it's just a matter of which floor was it going to be, and it ended up being top floor. Cool. 4-turn, boss rush, solid. Icicle Fracture? You know what? Yes. Sure. Okay. It's a decent kill. I'm looking to improve... Divinity is top floor. He's very easy because I just hit him on every floor, and I can just unload the Old Magic into him. So, fine. We draw it on turn 1. Also fine. Cool. Nothing terribly concerning here, really. I guess I just sacrifice Glacial Buddy and it's okay, right? We'll load him up. Shame. We get one frozen card. Incredible work. Go team. Alright. I could plink middle and hopefully hit something for Shroud Spike. Hold. You think I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding. Absolutely. Look at that. Amazing. And then I can actually ping downstairs to still get Mollusk Mage on the floor. Even though, I guess he lives because I played the morsel. I'm a genius. Incredible work, in fact. And now we just push damage numbers up here to the best of our ability. Pretty much. Okay. Alright, let's go. I do need to actually kill this boss somehow, so we're going to have to work on that. I don't think it'll be too terribly difficult. We can use the Mind Collapse to really push numbers here, which is good. And then we just, what, send it? There's no way I don't redraw one of these Forever Consumed, so I'm not worried about this next floor. It's better to play everything on floor if I can. It adds tons of pure damage here. We might get it next turn, possibly. Maybe. Maybe. Fortunately, a lot of these plays are pretty straightforward. Do I have to worry about this next turn here? I don't know. A difficult question. Pushing every number upstairs is almost certainly better. So what if I can go Mind Collapse here, and we pop Front Man. And then I can still play everything else. Now I could... What if I drop front guy here? Right? Can I get this kill because of that play? Push? No. Oh my gosh. It is... we get it. I am so happy. I was like, I think numerically we get there, and we do, actually. Alright, that's a really good 6 waves remaining on Divinity. Feeling very solid about that play. Okay. Incredible work. I feel good. I think we did a fantastic job. We've taken every infusion. We duped everything that we could at maximum power. And I'm feeling solid about that. I think we're top 10. I think we're top 10 here. 82k? Yeah, absolutely. What's the world looking like here? Top 6. All right, I'm in. I'm in. Okay. Whew. All right. Okay. Well, how did someone go faster? What was your play? Everything had a Mollusk Mage infusion. Okay. You made more Gorgons. I guess you did go in on the perils. Interesting, interesting. So what's happening here? You go perils, you then deep. Okay, so you old magic your own units down. I see, I see. And you just... Alright, so you turn 1 everything pretty close to it, huh? Got a 4-turn on Daedalus. That's pretty cool. Interesting. I could see how this goes even faster. Very cool. Yeah, this one makes sense to me. There's a lot of magic power on the floor, but it looks like they didn't actually go for the magic power plays. Their whole play was essentially rage up your double Gorgons and then deep offering off the back of the Ember from Perils into additional spell chain cards so that you can make a ridiculously powerful turn 1, turn 2. It's not as cleanly optimized as I think it could be. I think you could have cut things like this Plink, but obviously they did a fantastic job getting the number 1 spot with 88k. Let's see, the next person... Holdover making of a morsel. Cool, cool, cool. But they went Shroud Spike mode. Alright, I see how that gets there. That's cool. I'm glad this makes it that far, too. That's neat. Notice a 285 Pact Shards. Let's look at me. Where was I at? I think I was close to that. 290. Look at me go. I had more Pact Shards than the number 1 person. That's fine. I think we did a pretty good job here. 6 turn, 7 turn... 5-turn on Fell. Pretty clean everything else, but it's just not as much pre-relentless. I went hard on Forever Consumed, which I think is good. It did work out well. We didn't have the spell weakness to get the early turn kills, but we did, or like the really early turn kills. But this was still hyper efficient, I think. I feel good about this. We got the number 6 place, which is great. And Forever Consumed did fantastic. I just made a million copies of this and then played everything. At that point, really, though, there's very few other cards that matter. Right? There's nothing else I'm really doing here. Like that Cuddle Hex Glacial Seal, because this is something that I think maybe could have been a little better, because I did remove those early Train Stewards, but it ended up working out in the end. I think the Cuddle Hex did matter on a couple turns there, but very interesting. I'm kind of also... There's a lot of relics here. Most of them are the same, but I'm curious if anyone picked anything different from me on the starting. Chain of Gems, improved Firebox for the number 1 person. Everyone's got that Chain of Gems Firebox. There's some elite tech I'm missing. I mean... Maybe this explains it, right? The only reason I went on Forever Consumed was because of First Hell Pact. Without it, you don't. Firebox is good. It's a good one. I think I understand how you're thinking, okay, if I see an X cost, I can Firebox intrinsic that and then blow up the world, which I think that one person did with Shroud Spike. Split Anvil feels better than Chain of Gems, but I suppose they were more they're concerned with not letting their floor die, which, you know what? I get it, honestly. You have the fragile. I disrespected this fragile hard. So, interesting. I still think we did a great job. Number 6 is a good placement, and I'm happy about it. I think Mollusk Mage sticking around was good. Gorgon did a lot of work. And Forever Consumed is just the name of the game. It's all about forever consuming everything. So that's pretty solid. I'm happy about this. I feel good about our placement here. So not much else to add. I feel great. We'll go ahead and leave it there. So hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.